For 11 days, the community has gathered and come out to tell Congressman Kevin McCarthy that we needed his leadership. These people here have fasted, along with more than 230 people who signed a pledge online, more than 58 local people who were here yesterday. Some of them could not be here this morning, but these people have fasted for 24 hours to show a spiritual offering to move the hearts of Congress, to bring us immigration reform.
We know there are the votes in the Congress to pass immigration reform, but they have refused to bring it to a vote, and McCarthy is, of course, responsible, one of those, for not bringing this to a vote. And the message I think that we're going to send here today, this is not going to stop. We are going to continue. We're going to continue fasting, marching, protesting, communicating with the Congress people until they take that very, very important vote, so that we have to know that our work has not been in vain. Our work has moved the process. We know that Boehner has actually hired McCain's person on immigration. And so they're saying that they will do something in the spring. And so, you know, we're going to be right there with them, right? We're going to be right there. We're going to be right on top of McCarthy. And we're going to work in his area. McCarthy, you need to know we're going to be right in your backyard, okay? Here's my zip code. I live in your district. All of us here with our zip codes, we are there to organize to make sure you do the right thing. And if you don't, you know what? Maybe we need somebody to replace you. Si se puede.
Domestic workers comprise of between 3,000 to 5,000 workers at any given time in this country, in this county alone. We work with family elders who have no one to take care of them. I don't have statistics, but many of our workers are Latina, and they have family members who are undocumented. Let's just say they are part of the 11 million. What draws us to this issue is the families. We cannot just stand by and watch them be torn apart. We need immigration reform now.
We need to keep families together. And we need to remember that this is a human rights issue. A human rights issue. And during this time of year, when we're looking at and so looking forward to Christmas time, we can also reflect on the story of where there is no room at the inn. We know that there is room here. We know that our people are contributing to our economy. We know that this is important.
It was a little under a month ago that I fasted for my first time down over at the Liberty Bell. All we wanted to do was deliver Congressman McCarthy a letter. And what happened next, I can't believe. His office staff actually locked the door, turned off the lights, and ducked and covered behind their desks in hopes that we would leave. They act like they're scared of us, like we're violent, like we're threatening to them. But the reality is they just don't want to talk. All we want to do, Mr. McCarthy, is talk to you. We want to talk to you to tell us why you refuse to bring this to a vote. At this point, we don't even care if you vote for it. Just bring it up to a vote. This is a democracy, and all you are doing right now is stealing our democracy. I'm a constituent of yours. I don't live too far down from you, McCarthy. We've engaged your voters by phone. We've leafleted your neighborhood. And we have the support of your neighbors and your constituents. So you have no reason to duck and hide from us any longer.
We understand the importance of passing immigration reform with a pathway to citizenship. It is not because of all the economical opportunities that will grow and help our middle-class families and improve our nation. And it's not because of the businesses that are hurting. We must pass immigration reform because it is the moral thing to do. Congressman McCarthy, my message to you that it's time for you now to do your job and pass immigration reform for the 11 million brothers and sisters and their families throughout this nation.
You know, a month ago I did a fast with Robin from the Liberty Bell, and after the fast and after enduring the rain, the cold weather, we decided to form a letter written by the fascists themselves to come and deliver it to the congressman's office. And as Rob and many other people said, we look inside the door and they're ducking and hiding. And so we decided let's give the congressman a call. I was asking, you know, what's the reason why you guys are locking the door? And they said, well, we're afraid there's going to be another sit-in, and the best way for us to do our work is by locking the door. And I started laughing. I said, wow, they're afraid, and the best way to not listen to other people is by locking their door. And we've seen that time and time again with Congressman Kevin McCarthy, right? He sits there, and whatever's come up this year, he's opposed, right? When it came to Obamacare, every other thing that happens on Capitol Hill, he's opposed. So he's closed-minded. He's closing his doors, and that shows it again. But not only that, he said he was afraid. What is he afraid of? He's afraid of people using their constitutional rights? That is not right. And you know what? Him being afraid is making me afraid that Congressman Kevin McCarthy is not protecting the laws of democracy. And so we need to stand up and we need to say that it's enough. The time is now for him to put H.R. 15 to a bill. And if anybody really is afraid here, it's 11 million people. It's the farm worker dad who goes to work every morning and is worried about being pulled over because maybe he won't be able to put food on the table for his family. Or the immigrant dreamer, the girl who wants to become a doctor and help millions of lives. At the end of the semester, she may not have enough money to pay for college. They're afraid. So the simple solution to stop all this fear is by putting H.R. 15 to a vote and passing immigration reform.
Our message is very simple. We're going to keep fighting until we get immigration reform for farm workers, for families, for citizens, for everybody who's here fighting to get this thing done. We came last week as part of the 11 Days for 11 Million campaign, and we delivered a Christmas tree to Kevin McCarthy, showing him the contributions that our farm workers make to this country every single day. We do our jobs. We want him to do his job as our representative. We're not going to stop until we get a path to citizenship in Congress this year or next year. We're going to keep working, we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to continue organizing. As a community member, I see that Bakersfield is very much energized. We're doing a lot of good work, and we're going to continue doing that work. We're going to continue working for dreamers, for farm workers, for everybody here who will benefit from immigration reform. This is a fight that's been happening for many years, and it's going to continue to happen until we get this done. So on behalf of the United Farm Workers and the UFW, si se puede.
You in the media keep saying that outside interest groups are the only ones that are pushing for immigration reform. Well, look at all the pink signs here today with all the zip codes here today. Everybody who is wearing a sign is in your district, is your constituent, and you are locking us out. How dare you? How dare you lock us all out? You lock your door so you can do your job? Open your damn doors and do your job. Talk to us. Give us a second of your time. There's no reason for you to be afraid. We've done nothing but peaceful protests. We've done cheers, chants, and yeah, we came in your office and sat in there until you gave us a time of day so we could have a meeting with you. And then you and Cantor and Nunez want to say that, oh, well, because of all of our actions that we are the reasons why we're not having immigration reform passed? Are you kidding me? If we weren't here, this wouldn't even be an issue. You wouldn't even care. So yes, we're here today. We're here with our signs. What else do we have to do to get your attention?
On the first day of Christmas, Whip McCarthy gave to me the end of the GOP. On the second day of Christmas, Eric Cantor gave to me 2 ice raids and the end of the GOP. On the third day of Christmas, Speaker Boehner gave to me 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the fourth day of Christmas, Trey Gowdy gave to me 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the 5th day of Christmas, Steve King gave to me 5 golden cantaloupes, 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the 6th day of Christmas, Gary Miller gave to me 6 months delaying, 5 golden cantaloupes, 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the 7th day of Christmas, John Campbell gave to me 7 Latham Signy, 6 months delaying, 5 golden cantaloupes, 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the 8th day of Christmas, sinking, 6 months delaying, 5 golden cantaloupes, 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the 9th day of Christmas, Labrador gave to me 9 empty excuses, 8 maids deported, 7 lame dunk sinking, 6 months delaying, 5 golden cantaloupes, 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the 10th day of Christmas, Bob Goodlatte gave to me 10 fields of rotting, 9 empty excuses, 8 maids deported, 7 lame dunk sinking, 6 months delaying, 5 golden cantaloupes, 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and the end of the GOP. On the 11th day of Christmas, we gave the GOP 11 million fighting again. 10 fields are rotting, 9 empty excuses, 8 maids deported, 11 lame dunk sinking, 6 months delaying, 5 golden cantaloupes, 4 broken borders, 3 fake tents, 2 ice raids, and McCarthy and the GOP.
Sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go.
We'll be back.
For more people.
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 We'll be back.
Yeah, come on, we are.
Stronger.
Yeah,
Stronger.
that's right.
Get the chocolate and hunger.
Okay.
Yeah, you